Playa del Carmen, Mexico, 2019. The sun was shining, the air was warm, the gentle breeze carried the scent of the ocean, and the sound of waves crashing against the shore was soothing. I was there on a mission trip, eager to make a difference. We were a group of volunteers, united by a common purpose. We were helping build a church brick by brick, nail by nail. The sense of community and teamwork was palpable. I loved serving others, knowing that our efforts would leave a lasting impact. It filled my heart with joy. The smiles on the faces of the locals and the gratitude in their eyes were priceless. One afternoon, after a long morning of hard work, we took a break. The sun was high in the sky and we were all feeling the heat. We decided to grab some lunch, eager to recharge our energy. We wandered through the streets, looking for a place that caught our eye. We chose a local chicken roaster, a small, unassuming place with a rustic charm. The locals swore by it, and we were excited to try it out. The aroma of roasted chicken filled the air, mingling with the scent of spices and herbs. It was intoxicating. It made my mouth water. I could almost taste the crispy skin and tender meat. I couldn't wait to eat. The anticipation was building, and my stomach growled in response. As I stood in line, I felt a presence. It was a strange sensation, like someone was watching me. Someone was standing beside me. I looked over, curious to see who it was. It was a young man, casually dressed, with an air of calm about him. He had kind eyes and a warm smile. There was something familiar and comforting about him. Little did I know this chance encounter would lead to an incredible story. A story of friendship, faith, and the unexpected ways in which our lives can change. I smiled back at the young man. "Hello," I said. "Beautiful day, isn't it?" "It is," he replied. "My name is Noah. What's yours?" "I'm Joel," I said. We shook hands. Noah and I started talking. We talked about the weather. We talked about the food. We talked about life in Playa del Carmen. He was visiting from another part of Mexico. He seemed like a good person, someone with a good heart. I felt a connection with him. As we talked, I felt something. A gentle nudge, a whisper in my spirit. It was soft, but unmistakable. "Tell him you're happy for him," the voice said. I was a little taken aback. Why would I say that? I didn't even know Noah that well. It seemed like a strange thing to say, but the voice was persistent. "Tell him you're happy for him," it repeated. I knew in my heart it was the voice of Yahshua. I hesitated for a moment. Then I took a deep breath. "Noah," I said, "I don't know why, but I just feel like I need to tell you that I'm happy for you." Section 4. Noah's story, a brush with death. Noah looked at me surprised. "Happy for me?" he asked. "Why, I don't know," I admitted. "I just felt a strong urge to tell you that." A look of understanding washed over Noah's face. "It's okay," he said. "Actually, I have a story to tell you." And so, right there in the chicken roaster, Noah began to share his story. He told me about the motorcycle accidents. He told me about the near-death experience. He told me about the miracle. Section 5. Vivid recollections between life and death. Noah had been in 2 serious motorcycle accidents. The first one left him shaken, but it was the second that changed his life forever. In the second accident, he was badly injured. The impact was so severe that it left him fighting for his life on the cold, hard pavement. He was so close to death. He left his body. Floating above, he could see everything happening below as if he were a mere spectator in his own life. He saw a bright light. It was not just any light, but a radiant, all-encompassing glow that seemed to call out to him. He felt a peace he had never known before. It was a tranquility that washed over him, erasing all pain and fear. It was beautiful, Noah said, his voice filled with awe. The beauty of that moment was beyond words, a serene and sublime experience. I've never felt anything like it. It was as if he had been transported to another realm, a place where only peace and love existed. He told me about the feeling of love. A love so profound and unconditional, it felt like a warm embrace from the universe itself. The overwhelming sense of peace. It was a peace that transcended all earthly worries and concerns, a peace that felt eternal. He described it as being enveloped in pure light. This light was not just bright, but it was alive, pulsating with energy and warmth. It was a feeling unlike anything on earth, a sensation so unique and otherworldly it left him in a state of wonder and amazement. But then he heard a voice that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once, echoing in the vastness of his mind, a voice telling him it wasn't his time. It was a gentle yet firm command, urging him to return to the world he had momentarily left behind. He had to go back. With a sudden jolt, he was pulled back into his body, back to the reality of his injuries and the concerned faces of the paramedics. Section 6. A miraculous recovery, Yahshua's saving grace. Noah woke up in the hospital. He was badly injured, but he was alive. The doctors were amazed by his recovery. They called it a miracle. As he recovered, Noah couldn't shake the experience. He knew in his heart that he had been touched by something divine. He had been given a second chance. "That's when I realized it was Yahshua Ha'Mashiaj," Noah said, his voice thick with emotion. "He saved me. He gave me another chance." Section 7. A shared testimony, spreading the light. We sat there in silence for a moment, absorbing the beauty of the setting sun and the gentle waves lapping at the shore. Both of us were deeply moved by Noah's story, a tale that resonated with the core of our beings. I was overwhelmed with gratitude, a feeling that washed over me like the tide. Gratitude for the whisper of the Holy Spirit guiding us through the moments of doubt and uncertainty. Gratitude for the chance encounter with Noah, a meeting that seemed orchestrated by divine hands, and gratitude for the miracle of Noah's survival, a testament to the power of faith and prayer. We knew we had to share this story, a story that had the power to inspire and uplift. We had to tell the world about the power of Yahshua Ha'Mashiaj, his love, his grace, and his ability to perform miracles. About his love, his grace, and his ability to perform miracles, touching lives in ways that are beyond comprehension. As the sun began to set over Playa del Carmen, we made a promise, a vow to be the bearers of this light. We would share Noah's testimony, a story that had the power to change hearts and minds. We would spread the light of Yahshua Ha'Mashiaj wherever we went, illuminating the darkness with his truth. And that is what we have done, traveling far and wide to share this message of hope and redemption. We have shared this story with countless people, each one touched by the profound truth of Noah's experience, and we will continue to share it for as long as there are ears to hear and hearts to receive. Because Yahshua Ha'Mashiaj is alive, his spirit moving through the world, bringing light to the darkest places, and he is working miracles in the lives of people all over the world, a testament to his enduring love and power.